I know you guys only have had 5 days of practice in, but you've been with them throughout the summer. So what excites you about this Northrop team as we head into the 2017 season?
I mean, we improving. I mean, we getting better. But the exciting part is that, I mean, we got new players coming in. I mean, upper class, we still got lower classmen, but we still got a couple of seniors coming in. Bailey Mirzo, quarterback. I mean, Keishon, Edwards, but we still got a little something for the season before it go off.
Obviously, you've got a new quarterback this season, 2 guys battling for that job, but you return a lot of talent, a lot of receiving receptions at the receiver position. So how do you guys at the receiver positions kind of set the tone for this offense, knowing you guys have had that experience on Friday night?
I mean, we set the tone as like, I mean, we got a good wide receiver core. I mean, we just need to work on our quarterback more. I mean, but our receivers, we all set. We ready to go. Only thing we need to work on is our quarterbacks getting it to us, getting the deep balls off. Me and Ben Aruza, Ty Smith, getting it around there.
When you take a look at this offense, what do you think is going to be the biggest strength in 2017?
Our running game. You know, Keishon, he can run the ball also, but, I mean, our O-line, we coming up there, we good. But at the same time, we got to stop our running routes too, but our biggest strength is going to be our running game, really.
When you take a look at this team, what did you guys learn as a whole from last year that you guys can apply this year to improve upon last year's record?
I mean, mindset. We got to keep the mindset ready, you know. We got to bring this year, we got to get better from last year to this year defense-wise. Really, we need to really work on defense because, I mean, we got new plays and all this new stuff coming on. We experienced new coaches because that's why we all coming. That's why they all came out here to coach and get us ready and try to get more competitive than what we was last year.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Bruins.
All right. Appreciate it, my man. You've seen these guys throughout the summer. What do you like? What excites you about Northrop football in 2017?
A lot of the younger guys are really stepping up, taking some leadership roles.
When you take a look at this offensive line, what do you see? What do you see as the biggest strengths of this line, and then what are you guys working on to get ready for August 18th?
We have a lot of O-line last year. We were kind of short, not a lot of depth, and we got a couple good guys and some young guys who need to step up, but I think they'll be ready. When
you take a look at last season, Coach mentioned it, you guys were in a lot of games until like mid to late third quarter. How do you approach this season in terms of making sure you guys finish games? Like how do you get that mentality so that you can finish a game strong?
Well, we got to come out in the first quarter and third quarter strong. Last year we started off really slow, and then in the second half we also came out a little slow.
When you take a look at this team, what is it about this offense that excites you? Because it seems like you've got a couple guys back on the line, but also a lot of receivers and running backs back too.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have definitely a more do-threat offense with the running game, like Keishon Edwards, and 2 quarterbacks who can both run and pass.
Final question, what are the goals for Northrop in 2017?
Have a winning season and win the sectional title.
All right. Appreciate it, my man.
Our receivers improved a lot on their catching ability. So, yeah, that's it.
Offensively, you guys have a lot of skill position players back. So how do you got a new quarterback, you're going to have 3 new starting offensive linemen. How do you guys at the skill positions kind of set the tone, and what kind of approach do you guys take, knowing that kind of all eyes are on you to help these guys and coach them up?
Well, me, knowing that all eyes are on me, and I kind of like set the tempo for the team, I do my job to the best of the ability. And like when our wide receivers, if they don't catch the ball or nothing, we pick them back up and all that. And they definitely got better at that because, you know, last year our receivers, they were good. But, I mean, we definitely improved on a lot of things. And a lot of young receivers came up. So,
Coach was mentioning that you guys, if you look at the record, it wasn't indicative of as well as you guys played, that you were in a lot of games until like mid-third quarter, but weren't able to finish. What do you do to be able to finish those games this year? And what do you learn from last year that you can apply that's going to make you better in that sense?
Well, this year we're not going to focus on, like, if we getting beat, let's say one teammate messes around and let's say I fumble, and the whole team will get down, and the other team scores, and we end up getting smacked 25-0 first quarter. Everybody going to have their head down because they think it's game over. This year if that happened, we're not going to let that get to our head. And, yeah, that's it.
When you take a look at the approach, what's the approach for this season? What are you guys looking to accomplish this year?
Scoring more points and having a better defense.
For you, Coach said, you're the #1 running back. Do you have any goals? I mean, are you looking to rush for, 1738 yards?
I want 100 yards a game. I want to be the best in the SAC.
Well, I think we got a lot of firepower on offense and as well as some experience returning on defense. And you know, it's a committed group, and they're hungry. You know, we felt like we were in a lot of games last year and couldn't finish them off, and we're trying to turn the corner this year and put some in the win column.
When you take a look at this team offensively, obviously you're looking for a new starting quarterback. You had a pretty good one the last couple of years. So who are some of the guys that are competing for that position, and who are some of the players that you're going to be relying on to take bigger roles on Friday nights overall offensively?
Sure. At the quarterback position, it's kind of a two-man battle right now. It's between senior Gavin Shanley and junior Bailey Mirzo. And, you know, we're not opposed to playing both of them. If they're 1A and 1B, you know, it is what it is. But they're both very, very talented in a lot of different ways, and they can make plays. And running back Keishon Edwards is a stud. You know, he's had excellent off season, and he's just a really, really explosive football player, and probably our best overall football player. At the receiver position, we return our top 4 wide receivers. So that's exciting. You know, guys like Davieun and Ben Aruza had great years last year, Tyler Kleiben and Ty Smith. So in terms of skill positions, we're happy with where we're at. Offensive line, Jake Price and Cameron Cephas are 2 returners that have kind of been 2-year starters, so we're looking for big things from them.
Defensively, who are some of the guys that are going to be leading this defense, and what are you guys working on to have an improved defense in 2017?
Sure. We'll start actually in the secondary at safety. We ask our safeties to do a lot, and you know, we're pretty good there too. You know, we got the same guys though. You know, Shanley, Mirzo, and Davieun and those guys. We're relying on them to be our playmakers on defense. And up front, you know, we have a junior defensive tackle that's really come a long way, and his name's Rashad Moore, and you know, he's one of our strongest players in terms of the weight room, and he's primed for a big year. And we'll rely on linebacker play as well. Senior Joe Gonzalez is going to have to step up big, and you know, we're just going to have to tackle better and rally to the football.
When you take a look at this team based off last season, what do they take away from last season's experience that they can apply directly to the 2017 season that can make them a better overall unit as a team?
Yeah, well, I think the fact that, you know, we were competitive, and I know people look at the scores and they say, well, that wasn't a close game. But if you watch it closely, at the end of the third quarter, it was. You know, I think every game but 2, it was within 1 score at the end of the third quarter, or towards the end of the third quarter, and then things kind of got away from us in the fourth quarter. So I think that gives us a lot of confidence, and we returned a lot of experience. And like I said, these guys are hungry. They're ready to turn that corner.
All right. Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
I'm good.